Hello, welcome to Local Matters, which is back in a new way to feature the resources and resilience of our South Shore towns and our human family. We're still here, and we'll use this space for as long as it takes to share some of the good works and good news happening around us. I'm Elizabeth. Let's get started. Our farmers markets are a place to gather with neighbors and buy your food from the people who grow and make it, and we miss them. Well, the Plymouth Farmers Market is back with the help of Mayflower Brewing Company. You'll place your order with your favorite market vendors who will deliver your food to Mayflower Brewing Company on the morning of April 30th. Pickup time is between 3 and 6 when you'll drive up, pop your trunk open, and have your order placed right into your car. A great way to eat right and support local. Visit the Plymouth Farmers Market Facebook page for more details. Swimming upstream is not usually recommended unless you're migrating. David Gould is the director of Plymouth's Department of Marine and Environmental Affairs, and he checked in to tell us about the annual river herring migration through Town Brook.
Hi everyone, my name is David Gould. I'm the director of the Town of Plymouth Department of Marine and Environmental Affairs. I'm standing out at Town Brook, just a little bit downstream of Billington Sea, which is the headwaters of the brook. And I'm here to talk to you a little bit about the ongoing spring migration of river herring. River herring are actually two different species, alewife and blueback herring. Town Brook has both, although it's predominantly alewife. And in late March, early April, into about mid-May, the river herring migrate up Town Brook, trying to get to spawning habitat in Billington Sea. And it happens every year during springtime, one of the great signs that spring is finally here after what is typically a long New England winter. The herring are critically important species. They're a foundation forage fish, so they're important for birds, for marine mammals, and for other larger fish. They bring resources from the ocean up into freshwater, and it's one of the remarkable things about river herring is that they are in fact anadromous, which means they live out in the ocean but come back to freshwater to spawn. Juveniles will stay in the headwater pond through the summer, and late summer, early fall, return back to the ocean, usually for 3 or 4 years before they return to their natal stream. They have a pretty high fidelity rate, meaning they come back to the same stream. Here in Town Brook is one of the streams that they come back to. And for people that want to be involved with everything else going on, one of the things that can be done this year is to participate remotely. So if you go to PlymouthRiverHerring.org, you can look at our website there and you can count fish that goes to our population estimate, and you can also watch the herring run live from our underwater camera at the Jenny Grist Mill. So I hope you all have fun doing that, and I hope you all stay safe and do as much as you can remotely, including watching the herring run. All right, take care everybody, bye.
Spring in Massachusetts is a beautiful and welcome reprieve in dark times, but a mild winter means that ticks could be especially active this year, and they don't respect social distancing. Julie Thompson interviewed Plymouth County entomologist Blake Dinius to learn what to expect and how to protect ourselves.
I'm so pleased to have virtually a guest today, Blake Dinius, who's an entomologist educator, and he works for the Plymouth County Extension. And Blake, your specialty really, among many other things, is ticks. And we're going to have a unusual tick season this year because we had a warmer winter. You want to start off with that, and then we'll continue on with the conversation.
That sounds good. Sounds perfect. So, anyways, I'm great to be here. We what we may see earlier this year is the emergence of what we call the nymph stage ticks. And these are particularly important because while they may be about the size of a poppy seed, we do think that they're responsible for over 80% of Lyme disease cases. And so their early emergence is concerning just because it may catch people off guard. And we're not talking super early, but maybe only about like 6 to 8 days. So you're thinking about a week. I normally see them when I go out surveilling for them around the first week of May. And so when we're thinking about a week early, this could be any day now.
Okay, so how do people, you said they're the size of a poppy seed, how do people recognize them, and what do you avoid when you go outside? Because people do want to go outside as soon as the weather gets better.
That's a really good question. So the nymphs are really going to be about the nymphal deer ticks are really going to be about the only ticks that are about that size. You find them about 1 to 2 inches off the ground, so you're going to want to be thinking ankle height. Like other ticks, the nymphs don't jump, they don't fly, they don't climb trees, and so we're really looking down in the leaf litter layer. They're not going to be found very high up on vegetation like the adults might be found in the fall season. We still will be seeing fall ticks. So the adult stage ticks that were active last fall are still active now. And they're about the size of a sesame seed. So they're a little bit larger than the nymphs. And they'll be inactive until about June. And so right now we'll be dealing with two different sized ticks, the nymphs and the adults. But then again, the nymphs are more of a concern just because of how tiny they are.
Right.
What you want to do to recognize them is really any type of tick that you see crawling on you that might be about poppy seed size, you can pretty much be sure that that's a nymph. But if you really wanted to know 100% sure, if you wanted to get that identified, you can either email a picture of that tick to me, or you can email it to University of Rhode Island's tick spotters.
Okay.
We'll do the job, and we'll get an accurate ID on that tick.
And we'll put that information up. So starting even now, if your kids go outside or adults go outside, walk around in the grass, you're saying when you come in, just check socks and up. If you have any of those little black dots on you, make sure that you don't.
Correct, yeah, just check. And one of the other things is that the nymphs and the adults will change appearance as they feed. So what might have been a small tick to begin with may now be a larger tick depending on how long that tick was on your body.
Okay.
A lot of times people say that they would be able to feel it, but data has actually shown that over 80% of people who have Lyme disease don't even remember being bit. So we know that these ticks are feeding for a long period of time. And slide 4 can show you some images on what exactly those ticks might look like and how they might change appearance as they feed.
Okay, as they feed off your blood. So,
sorry, yeah, I know it's not exactly appetizing.
What's the role of human behavior in tick bite education?
That's another really good topic. And so one of the things that we know is that despite the fact that there may be more ticks or they may be more infected in certain areas, what we find is that human behavior is really this wild card, and it really determines a lot of things. So when you're monitoring for things like what is the incidence, what is the rate of Lyme disease that you see in people in different counties, it's hard to know if that's due to more ticks, more infection, or simply just due to the fact that people are behaving differently. One of the things that I am a little bit concerned, maybe concerned isn't the right word, but aware of, is that with the warm weather approaching us and with people that may be working from home, there may be people spending more time outside, and so they may come into contact with more ticks. And so while I don't expect this year for there to be more ticks, there may be more tick encounters simply just due to the way people are behaving now.
Right. So you're saying we just should have this on our radar much more than we probably would have had we not been involved in this pandemic that we're doing right now.
That's certainly a good way of putting it, is that if we're spending more time outside, then we should be keeping ticks on our radar for sure.
Okay. Let me just divert for one sec to mosquitoes, because ticks and mosquitoes are two things that you've talked about before. Is there any prevalence of mosquitoes going to be more productive this year because of the warm winter as well as ticks, or is that a whole different category?
So when it comes to things, when we're talking about triple E, that's primarily the pathogen that we are concerned about here in Massachusetts. We do suspect that this year will be another year that we may we may see higher rates of triple E in mosquitoes this year, just like we did last year.
Yeah.
I do know that both the Department of Public Health and Plymouth County Mosquito Control are doing a lot right now to mitigate that risk. But it is one of those things like triple E. Historically triple E does come in cycles, and so I would imagine that this year we would see it, and maybe even next year as well, because we usually see it in 3-year cycles.
3-year cycles,
as far
right.
as the warm winter is concerned, both the vectors, the Helicida melanura and Cochleatidae perturbans, I wouldn't expect those populations to vary too much based on the winter. There are some mosquitoes, like the Asian tiger mosquito, that we do see moving further north, but that wouldn't be the main vector of Tripoli.
Okay. What can people do to protect their yards from ticks? Is there anything that you can have treated at this point where you're saying now is the time that we should be very vigilant about spotting them?
So there are a number of things that people can do to treat the yard. I would recommend right now that people start treating their clothing with something called permethrin or permethrin. Another thing that people tend to want to do is get a perimeter yard spray to prevent ticks. And this can be, I know that it can be a little bit contentious on whether or not people want to spray their yards, but if people want to provide that type of protection against ticks, and they have no, I guess, moral obligation to it. You can actually apply a perimeter yard spray yourself. You wouldn't need to hire someone, and you can do that. I would recommend you want to apply those products early May and early June, right when the nymphs are at their highest peak. And then if you're going to be doing it yourself and not going to be hiring someone, what you want to do is get one of the ready to spray products. There are a bunch of things on the market. Some of the things require that you have an applicator's license or that you have a tank mixer. The ready to spray products are just really easy to use. You hook them up to a garden hose and you just spray in the right areas. It's as simple as that.
Okay. And the best place for people to go to get all this information is where?
So you can either shoot me an email. That's a really great starting point. You can also check out Tick Encounter. That's University of Rhode Island's website. They have a lot of information. I find that it might in some ways be a little bit overwhelming, but you're going to be able to find just about everything there. And you can also refer to something called the Tick Handbook. That's something you can just Google. The Tick Handbook has a lot of good information on tick bite prevention. Again, there might be even more information that a typical homeowner may care to know about.
Okay.
We also have a few instructional videos on how to both apply permethrin to your clothing and how to apply a perimeter yard spray.
Perfect. So the takeaway is, even though people's minds are totally elsewhere this year, and we're in a whole bizarre new world, that ticks are still going to be a major factor, and they're a danger, and they're a danger to our health. And we just have to keep them on our radar. We have to keep vigilant and protect ourselves from tick bites.
Yeah, I guess the message I would like to leave people with is that with the right knowledge and awareness, that tick-borne diseases are preventable. I mean, I've never had Lyme. I follow all these things, these suggestions that I'm telling people, and they keep me very safe.
Okay, excellent. Again, thank you so much, Blake Dinius. We've had you on before. We'll have you on again, and we'll all stay tick-free this spring. Thank you.
That sounds great. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, Blake.
Seed libraries are a grassroots movement designed to help support local growers, connect gardeners, and keep up crop diversity. Kingston Public Library's building may be closed, but one of the ways the library is still here for you is through their Seed Library at Home service. Featuring a variety of vegetables, flowers, fruits, and herbs, the seed packets contain basic information about each seed and will be delivered to you by mail within 5 business days. A big thank you goes out to Heart Seeds in Wethersfield, Connecticut for their generous seed donation. The library wants to ensure that everyone who wants seeds can get them, so keep in mind that supplies are limited. Visit the library's website to get growing. While the cinema at Plymouth Plantation waits to reopen its doors, they found a way to bring you the curated, independent, and foreign films that you love by joining with independent distributors to make their latest films available to you directly through Plymouth Virtual Cinema. These films had been expected to open in theaters this month, but distributors decided to help support Plymouth and other independent cinemas by offering their new releases online through the theaters and splitting the proceeds. Among the screen offerings are Once Were Brothers, the story of Robbie Robertson and the Band, one of the most enduring groups in the history of popular music, and Fantastic Fungi, an immersive study of the underground network created by mushrooms and the medical and environmental solutions the fungi kingdom offers us. Fascinating, right? To watch these or other independent films on your internet-connected device, visit the Plymouth Plantation website. If your child aged 3 to 11 could use some free and fun relaxation and exercise, and Who couldn't? Tune in to the Duxbury Free Library's Facebook page on Mondays at 10 a.m. There, Lauren Massey from Mindful Minis Boston will lead live half-hour yoga classes for your child, promoting mental resiliency and tapping into physical and emotional awareness. Little ones need to de-stress too. No registration necessary. Visit the Duxbury Free Library Facebook page to learn more. School buildings are closed, but there's still a lot going on. Erica Christensen is here with an update.
As we all know, Governor Baker has announced all public and private schools in Massachusetts will remain closed through the end of this school year, out of concerns for the safety of students and staff in the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic. Baker and Riley both spoke about the terrible and unprecedented losses faced by students, not just of learning, but also of rituals like proms, sports, and graduation ceremonies. In lieu of everything happening, we have been seeing the education staff and students in these schools sharing positive and uplifting news. In this segment moving forward, we're going to be highlighting these key things to share with you. We will be sharing from all 4 towns, so let's get started. The Silver Lake Regional High School athletic team has put together a follow-up video from the staff who created the We Miss You video last week, stating that they found the bottle and sharing what they missed from the sports in the school. Very creative message returned from the students. Hopefully this is something each group does moving forward. Keep spreading the love.
Rescue me before I fall into
In Pembroke High School, we are thrilled to announce that the Pembroke Public School District has been awarded the 2020 Best Communities in Music Education Award by the NAMM Foundation. Only 16 districts in Massachusetts have received this prestigious recognition this year. 583 districts nationwide. This is true distinction of Titan pride. In Plymouth South High School, Panther TV is the winner of the National Academy of Television Arts and Sciences coveted Student Production Award for the Best High School Newscast in New England. They are hoping to celebrate together at some point once this emergency passes. The team, meanwhile, is working remotely on their own and via conference calls to produce one final show for this strange year. Sometime in May, Panther TV plans on to produce a live new broadcast that students and public at large will be able to view online. Prior episodes, including the award-winning episode 1, are always available online at PlymouthEdTV.com. With everyone staying distant, Duxbury teachers also created a video earlier this month showing just how much they miss their students. It's truly heartwarming to see the love that they have.
Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Yeah, hey, every day can be a better day despite the challenge. All you gotta do is leave it better than you found it. It's gonna get difficult to stand, but hold your balance. I just say whatever, cause there is no way you're round it. Everyone falls down sometimes, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, some days you wake up and nothing works, you feel surrounded. Gotta give your feet some gravity to get you grounded. Keep good things inside your ears just like the waves and sound it. And just say whatever, cause there is no way you're grounded. Everyone falls down sometime, but you just gotta know it'll all be fine. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. Hey, feeling good, like I should. When in dark, I walk around the neighborhood. Feeling blessed, never stressed. Got that sunshine on my Sunday best. I will fight for you. I always do until my heart is black and blue.
Hey, Alden. Mr. Tam, I miss you guys.
And I will stay with you. We'll make it to the other side, like lovers do. I'll reach my hands out in the dark
I always do until my heart is black and blue.
Oh, when you need a hand, I will be your friend. Oh, when you need a hand, oh, I will be your friend. Take it easy, yeah. Make yourself right at home. And never leave me, yeah. You don't have to feel alone, yeah. Oh, slip off your shoes and find your feet. Let everything come naturally. Oh, loosen the grip of what you need. Home is a state of mind, you'll see. I know you've been searching for better days. So somehow, I hope you hear me say, take it easy, yeah. Make yourself right at home. And never leave me, yeah. You don't have to feel alone, yeah. Oh, no surprise, just open your eyes. Come right in, take off your disguise. Leave your worries right at the door. Watch them as they drop to the floor. Oh, I wouldn't, yeah, have it any other way. I left a room for better days. Your life is sweet like Minute Maid. You shouldn't feel the need to lose your faith. The seasons come and go and change. I just hope you'll hear me say, take it easy, yeah. Make yourself right at home. And never leave me, yeah. You don't have to feel alone, yeah. Take it easy, yeah. Make yourself right at home. And never leave me, yeah. You don't have to feel alone, yeah.
I got this feeling inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up no ceiling when we in our zone. I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, I can't take my eyes off of it, moving so phenomenally. You're more like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine. Nothing I can see but you when you dance, dance, dance. Feel good, good creeping up on you. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. All those things I shouldn't do, but you dance, dance, dance. And ain't nobody leaving soon, so keep dancing. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. I can't stop the feeling. So just dance, dance, dance. Come on. Ooh, it's something magical. It's in the air, it's in my blood, it's rushing on. I don't need no reason, don't need control.
We all need a way to stay connected, and telecommunications has surged in the last few weeks. We can only hope that once our lives go back to normal, that we stay on the path of being with each other always. Back to you, Elizabeth.
Thank you, Erica. That was great. The Executive Office of Health and Human Services has announced the launch of the Massachusetts Nursing Home Family Resource Line. These are unprecedented times, and understandably, families have questions and concerns about the nursing or rest home care their loved one is receiving during the COVID-19 outbreak. The Nursing Home Family Resource Line is open from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. 7 days a week and can be reached at 617-660-5399. For more resources for seniors and family members, visit our resource page at pactv.org/localscene. Because spending active time outdoors boosts our immune system, relieves stress, and is part of a healthy lifestyle, the Trustees of Reservations has reopened over 70 properties, including the Holmes Reservation in North Plymouth. The trustees do encourage you to stay 6 feet apart from others and limit visits to properties in your own neighborhoods and towns to reduce crowding. In addition to this great news, the trustees is also offering live virtual events through its various Facebook pages. Explore a real-life farm, the Crane Reservation, or learn to make a nature-inspired craft. For a list of reservation openings or to check out virtual events, visit the trustees' website. Our seniors are enduring unimaginable stress and anxiety right now as the most vulnerable population to the new coronavirus. There is a way that you can help. The Kingston Council on Aging has designated a box outside their front entrance door for cards, letters, and drawings. Even a simple handwritten message can brighten a senior's day and make them feel less alone. All donated pieces will be reviewed and disinfected by COA staff, so don't seal your envelopes, and include your name and contact information with your gift of kind words or art. Drawings from children are especially encouraged. Call the Council on Aging for more details. Last week, we introduced you to Stephen Delbos, the Plymouth Poet Laureate. He's back to tell you about an event you won't want to miss.
Hi everyone, Stephen Delbos here, Plymouth's Poet Laureate. I wanted to tell you about a poetry reading I'll be giving online this Sunday, April 26th at 1 p.m. The reading will be broadcast live on the Plymouth Public Library's Facebook page. These are strange times for everyone, and we need poetry and literature and libraries more than ever. So it seemed like a great time to put together a reading, especially as well since this is National Poetry Month. The reading will be arranged around the theme of libraries and books. I'll be reading a brand new poem that I've written that's dedicated to the Plymouth Public Library, and a handful of other poems and translations around that theme. I'm really excited about this reading, and I hope you all get a chance to tune in. Once again, it's on the Plymouth Public Library's Facebook page. It will be broadcast live this Sunday, April 26th at 1 p.m. Really looking forward to it. I hope you can catch it, and please do stay tuned for all sorts of other interesting projects and readings and events I'll be doing through the Poet Laureateship. Thank you very much, and have a great day. Bye.
Join poet Roz Kubek virtually through the Pembroke Public Library website on April 30th at 3 p.m. for a poetry workshop on New England poet Edna St. Vincent Millay. The suggested reading for preparation is her selected poetry and is available through Hoopla or by requesting an emailed poetry packet prior to the meeting. Register by emailing rkubek@salesinc.org. Last week, we brought you several performances from the newly launched Socially Distant Fest, a virtual stage on Facebook where performers of all disciplines share their talents with the world live. The response was so great, we wanted to keep it rolling, and also reached out to one of the festival's organizers, Jada Knight, to learn more about how this great idea came to be.
Hey guys, it's Jada from the Socially Distant Fest admin team. We're an online community of performers, artists, and friends coming together to share a sense of community during a time of staying home. It all started when our friend Jake Allen performed a banjo set on Facebook Live for his friends and family. It turned out it was a lot of fun for him, and it was a great opportunity for his audience to watch a performance from their homes. We decided to create the Facebook group as a platform for artists to perform while posting their links to PayPal, Venmo, or whatever other means they prefer to receive tips so that they can continue to earn an income during this time where live performances have stopped. We also encourage our visual performers to join us in our subgroup of Shakedown Street, just like at a real festival. Every Sunday, we host a live festival from artists all around the world performing straight to your home. It's a really fun and safe way for people to come together and enjoy each other's company. In just over a month, we've actually reached 150,000 Facebook members, which is pretty wild for a group to grow so quickly. So if you want to join the fun, you can find us online. You can search Facebook for Socially Distant Fest. You can also visit our website, which is sociallydistantfest.com. If you'd like to perform in our Sunday showcase, you're welcome to shoot us an email at howdy@sociallydistantfest.com, or please just join us live anytime during open mic by going live in the Facebook group. Don't forget to leave your tip links, and I can't wait to see you perform. See you soon.
Socially Distant Fest has a showcase every Sunday. If you're interested in performing, please email howdy@sociallydistantfest.com. And now, as promised, a sampling of the poetry and music this fest has to offer.
Hey guys! I hope everyone's having a good day. Evie here, doing some fiddling in my gator suit for y'all today. It's a fun gator suit. Alright, here we go.
Next tune is called The Black Mountain Rag.
I don't practice Santeria, I ain't got no crystal ball. Well, I had $1 million, but I'd spend it all if I could find that Hannah and that Sancho that she found. Well, I pop a Captain Sancho and I'd spend damn. What I really wanna know, my baby, what I really wanna say, I can't define. It's love, it will make it, oh, oh.
oh. Little darling, steer it up. Little darling, steer it up. Little darling, steer it up. Steer it together, yeah. Steer it together, yeah. Steer it together, yeah. And I'll push the wood, I'll blaze your fire, I will satisfy your heart and desire. Said I steer it every minute. All you got to do, baby, is keep on in it. Come on and steer it.
Local Matters is a production of the local scene of PAC TV. To find a complete list of resources mentioned in this show, visit our website at pactv.org/local scene. Follow us on Instagram and like us on Facebook to keep updated on new stories and the ways that we shine a light on you. Now, more than ever, we need each other. PAC TV is here for you. Stay safe.